So to start today's class, I want to ask everyone a question. And this question is, okay, pretend that you are a firm and you want to sell your finished product in the market, okay? Now, in this market, there are potentially many other people also wanting to sell their products, okay? What are some of the market influences that would affect your ability to sell your product? Yes. Okay, good. Prices, that's very important. And how would prices affect your ability to sell? Okay. If you had lower prices, you could sell more. All right, good. Okay. What's another influence? Yes. Okay. Quality. How would quality affect your ability to sell? Okay, that's very good. So if you had a higher quality good, then people would want to buy more. Okay, very good. And okay, yes. The competition. Yes, that's a very important. That's a very important factor. So how would competition affect your ability? Okay, so there were a lot of firms selling the same products. Yes. Okay. Yes, that would affect. Okay. All right. So when we're talking about these different factors that could influence your ability to sell, we're basically looking at what type of market structure that we are in. Okay. So a market structure is defined as the selling environment in which a firm produces and sells its products. All right? And we'll see today that these different factors in this environment has a strong impact on a firm's ability to sell and also make profits. So today's target objectives are the four main types of market structures. We'll look at the distinguishing features of each market structure, and we'll also look at some real-world examples. Okay? So to demonstrate the four market structures and their features, we're going to run an activity called the candy simulation. All right? So this is how it's going to work. First, I need everyone to form groups. Okay, we're going to have 4 groups in total, and each group is going to represent one of the market structures that we'll talk about today. Okay, so we have perfect competition, which will be right here. Okay, and this will be a large group. We'll have a monopoly group, which is only one person actually. Okay, so you can be the monopolist. All right. We'll have an oligopoly group, which will need about 3-4 people. Okay, so in the back you can be the oligopoly group, and we'll need the monopolistic competition group. We'll need about 6, 7, 8 people. Okay, perfect. Okay, so the rest of the class over here on this side, monopolistic competition. All right. So this is how it's going to work. Okay, you are a candy producer, each of you. Okay, are a candy producer, and your goal is to sell your candy to me, the consumer. Okay, so for this simulation, you're going to need a pen and paper. All right, make sure you have a pen and paper. All right, and you're going to need some candy. Okay, so I have some candy for everyone, and I'm going to hand them out now. All right, so for the perfect competition group, you are going to get these white rabbit candies. Okay, 大白兔. Okay, these are very good. All right, so I hand these out. Okay. My monopolist, you are going to get a Snickers bar, okay? A whole Snickers bar. This is very valuable. All right. My oligopoly group, you are going to get pieces of peanut brittle or peanut candy, okay? So each of you can get one, okay? And my monopolistic competition group, you can have some Jolly Ranchers, okay? They have different flavors, all right? Okay. So let's discuss the rules of this simulation. Okay, these are your directions. Okay, We're going to run the simulation 3 times. For each round, I want you to write down your price. Okay, this is the price that you are willing to sell your candy. Okay, write it down on the piece of paper. All right, but the price must be between 5 and 25 cents. All right, and here is another rule. Only the oligopoly group, only you can discuss your prices with each other. Okay, how you communicate, that's up to you. I'm not going to say anything. All right, everyone else, you must keep your price to yourself. Do not share your price with anyone, okay? And don't show your price until I tell you to do so. All right? So for each round, I'm going to walk around, okay? I'm going to come to each group and choose one person from each group to buy candy from. All right? Based on the price that you offer me. Okay? All right, so are there any questions before we begin? Everyone understands? Yes, okay. So why 5 and 25 cents? So think of it this way. 5 cents is the lowest price in which you are willing to sell, okay? And 25 cents is the highest price in which I'm willing to buy. All right, that's a good question. Okay, next question. Okay. Yes, I will definitely buy one candy from each group. Okay, I will not skip any groups. Okay, very good question. Okay, any more questions? So after you make the sale, you can keep the candy. Okay, every round you're still going to be in this simulation. Okay, you're not out of the simulation if you sell. Okay, all right. Yes. Okay, what's the prize? All right, so thinking like an economist, very good. You want to think about benefits. So your prize will be you get an extra piece of candy to eat at the end of class, okay? All right, any more questions? Okay, so let's begin the simulation then, okay? Starting with round 1. So I want everyone to think of a price and write it down on your piece of paper. Remember, only the oligopoly group can communicate with each other, okay? All right, so I'm going to walk around now. Perfect competition, show me your prices, please. Okay, so we have 20 cents, 22 cents, 18, that's all too high. What's the lowest? Okay, 6 cents. That's a very low price. I'll take it anyway, okay? 6 cents, thank you. All right, my monopolists, show me your price, please. Okay, 20 cents. Okay, I'll take it, thank you. My oligopolist group, please show me your prices. Okay, 20 cents, 20 cents, 20 cents. Okay, so all of you have the same price. I'll just pick one of you. Okay, thank you very much. My monopolist competition group, show me your prices, please. Okay, we have 20 cents, 22 cents. I'm going to pick the lowest, 7 cents. Okay, thank you. All right. So, everyone, think about what happened here. Think about what happened here, okay, in this first round. All right. We're going to now move on to the second round. Okay, so questions. These are some follow-up questions that I would like everyone to consider. All right. What was your initial strategy when you were setting your price? All right. And how did this strategy change as we progressed in the simulation? All right. I want every group to share your answer because each group can volunteer as well. Okay, yes, okay, so perfect competition. All right, so what was your initial strategy? Okay, so you wanted to sell at a high price, all right? And then how did your strategy change over time? Okay, okay. So why did you lower your price? I see. Because of me, because I was always picking the lowest price, okay? And why did you feel like you couldn't keep a higher price? Because everyone else was doing it, okay? All right, and why is that important, you think? Why is that important? Yes, that's exactly it, because you have the exact same product, right? All of you have white rabbits, Okay, so that's a very good point. So as a consumer, why would I want to pay more for the same product when I can pay less? Okay, good. All right. So this is a very important feature of perfect competition, okay, which we'll talk about later on. My monopolist, what was your initial strategy? Okay, you wanted to charge a high price too, and why? Right, you wanted to make more money, okay? And how did your strategy change over time? Okay, you didn't really change, you just maintained the high price. And now why is that? Why is that? Okay, yes. Because you're the only seller, right? So what is the benefit of being the only seller? Okay. You can control the price in some way, or you can set the price. That's very good. And what do you think gives you the power, or what allows you to be the only seller? What do you think could be the reason, or one of the reasons for that? Yes, that's correct. Okay. Yes, because you have a unique product. Okay, so if no one else has it, then of course you're going to be the only one who can sell it. Okay, excellent. So again, these are a few important features of a monopoly, okay, that we'll talk about. An oligopoly group, okay, so something interesting happened here, all right? You're the only group that can communicate with each other. All right, so what was your initial strategy? You guys can answer as a group. Okay, so you charged a high price, and how did you communicate? Can you let us know? So you agreed to all charge the same price. Okay? And how did your strategy change over time? I see. So you maintained the communication, right? But then in the third round, what happened? In the third round, one of you charged me 24 cents instead of 25. What happened there? So you actually cheated on your group mates. Okay, they didn't know about that. Oh, okay, all right. Okay, and why did you do that? Okay, because the lower price would attract me, and you wanted to guarantee the sale. Okay, perfect, excellent. All right. So in an oligopolist market structure, we're going to see later on in this semester that they can communicate. Okay, and that's a very unique aspect of an oligopoly. Okay. And finally, the monopolist competition. What was your strategy? Yes. Okay, so a high price in the beginning. Okay, good. And what about later on? Okay, very good. So similar to perfect competition, you charged a lower price. As low as perfect competition, or a little bit higher? A little bit higher. Why is that? Yes, okay, because you have slightly different products. Exactly, you have different flavors. Okay, so perfect competition, they only have one type of good, and it's the same for all of them, right? Same flavor, same taste, everything. But here you have slightly different flavors. You have strawberry, apple. Okay, all right, excellent, very good. Okay, so again, monopolist competition, notice the difference compared to perfect competition, right? The products are different. Okay, so this is going to lead us into the worksheet. Okay, I want everyone to fill out this worksheet. All right, we'll do this together. So, perfect competition. I want you guys to tell me. Okay, what type of good or service are you providing here? Are they identical? Are they different? Yes, identical. All right. And what about number of firms? How many firms are in your market? Yes, there are many firms. Okay, excellent. What about control over price? Do you feel like if you raised your prices, were you still able to make sales? Okay, no. Yes, that's correct. All right, so you had no control over the price. Okay, and barriers to entry. So barriers to entry means how easy or difficult is it for someone to enter the market. In the case of perfect competition, it's easy. Okay. All right, my monopolists. So tell us, what type of good or service did you provide? Is it unique? Is it similar? Are they the same? Okay, yes. Yes, you have a unique product. You have the Snickers bar, right? Very unique. No one else had it. Okay? And how many firms are in your market? There's only one. Yes. Okay? And did you have control over the price? Yes, you did. Okay? Because of, yes, exactly. Because of the type of unique product that you have, and also being the only one in the market, you have a lot of control. Okay? Now, if I wanted to join your market, would it be easy for me? Okay, you say no. Why do you say no? Right, because you're the only one who has that product. Okay, and there are other factors too. Okay, other factors related to monopolies, from a cost perspective. Okay, which we'll talk about later on. Okay, so the last part of class, we're going to look at some real-world examples. All right, so I want you guys to think about which market structure do these products belong to, okay, and why. All right, if you need help, you can look at your worksheet. Let's look at the first example, clothes. Okay, clothes. Yes. Monopolistic competition. Why do you say that? Different styles, different prices. Okay. How many producers are in the clothing market? Right, there are many, many producers. Okay, excellent. Very good. All right, what about cell phone service? If I wanted to connect my cell phone to the internet, and if I wanted to make calls, all right, what type of market is this? Yes? An oligopoly. Why? Excellent, because there are only a few producers, okay? And what can you tell me about the size of these producers? Are they big? Are they small? Yes, they're all pretty big, okay? And what about the prices that they offer? Yes, they offer about the same prices. So this tells us that they are maybe communicating. Excellent. All right, what about carrots? Let's say I go to a large vegetable market and I want to buy some carrots. Okay, there are many different vendors who have carrots. All right, what type of market would it be? Yes. Monopolistic competition. Why do you say that? Okay, so the carrots come in different qualities, and how would that affect the prices? Yes, right. So the better quality carrots would command a higher price. Excellent, okay? And we know that there are many vendors, okay? So let me ask you this then. What happens if all the carrots were all the same quality? What would happen then? It would be perfect competition. And how would that affect the prices, you think? Why would it be all the same price? Yes, exactly. Exactly. If you have the same quality of carrot and it's the same product, then no one would pay more for that carrot, right? Everyone would go for the lower prices. Okay, excellent. What about high-speed rail tickets? If I want to take a train, okay, what type of market structure is this? Yes? Okay, a monopoly. Why is it a monopoly? Right, there's only one provider. Okay, and can you say anything about this provider? Is it a large firm? What do they offer? Right, it's a very large firm, and right, they offer a unique product. Exactly. No one else can offer these high-speed rail tickets. Finally, let's look at cars. If I want to buy a car, what kind of market would it be? Yes. Monopolistic competition. Why do you say that? Yes. So there are many sellers and they offer different types of goods. Okay? Now, let's say instead of all cars, I only want to buy Italian sports cars. I only want to buy Italian sports cars. What market would this be, you think? Oligopoly. Why is that? Very good. There are only a few sellers. Okay? Yes, and they all have large market share. So that's it for today's class. I want to reiterate our lesson objectives. Okay, they are the 4 types of market structures. Okay, and the distinguishing features of each market structure, which you have on your worksheet. All right. Are there any questions before we end class today?